Yes, what's on your... Me? Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malak's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop them. It shouldn't be my fault. I did everything I could. I followed my orders and did my duty. That shouldn't mean I failed them. I didn't. Yeah, no, that's not what I mean. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not making much sense, am I? Probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
Right, you alien scum. Everybody get up against the wall. This is a raid. That's how we Sith deal with smart-mouthed aliens. Now the rest of you, get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. What's this? Humans hiding out with aliens? They're Republic fugitives! Attack! Wango kumbeska gang, ba mamarulira, kuyami juskuna chitanai. Ina kun ba marulira rachikun, slimo padona. Rundi hadonga chihonkabi. La boda ni winki smaktoma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira, tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rabes. Jawana bota ayuak tahonga cha kanki dora. Kachi kuita hodonga. Topada bungwalia gando do nado chut. Muksha papangpa, pola wana chikne. Pamuli slemo, poda wanga kun bes mulira rabes. Uba batu konchi. Tong nongbong shang nungyang. Tong hatok smakdelia.
What? On it.
Sure.
It's open.
Who are you? What are you doing in here? You can't just come barging into someone's home. That's no excuse. You can't just go around barging into people's apartments because you're curious. But at least you're more polite than that pig Holden. Just one of Darvik's men who can't keep his hands to himself. But all he got for his trouble was a nasty scar from my vibroblade. Too bad I'm the one still paying the price. I don't want to talk about it. I'm in enough trouble already. Besides, I don't know if I can trust you. Well, I suppose you seem like an all-right sort. When I cut Holden, it made him back off, but it also embarrassed him in front of his friends. Holden's a spiteful little hut slug. He went and put out a bounty on my head for what I did. That's why I'm hiding out here. Wait, think about what you're doing. If that pig had just kept his hands to himself, I wouldn't have had to give him that scar with my vibroblade. He gets drunk and tries to force himself on me, and I get a bounty put on my head for defending myself. Where's the justice in that? Holden's the one to blame, not me.
What's wrong with you? She doesn't deserve this.
Then you're going to learn the same lesson I taught Holden. I'm not as helpless as I look.
Yes, what's on your mind? Taris? Well, that's all. You got it.
Tong haitwam jiji lumpa. Nita poe tikitu. Dolpa da bongualea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chilamulane nindupobo. Wonga kumbis jang ba mulira.
Look, I know we're trying to keep a low profile, but this kind of attitude will draw attention we don't need.
Kuyami juz chikata na patoga ya fulki kokogala jiji. Kawana bot atagwa. Kagidora te kun watate mona ia bola. Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek. Tuk nincha tukunne mulerabes. Chi gratug loda pograshi onion komba chintono muchuba. Loda dita kun. Ita patisa batta kumjus tahmiki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Dolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Pamule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabes.
And I can tell you from experience that they aren't any good at all against a simple vibroblade. That's why the Republic has been training soldiers in hand-to-hand and melee combat.
Tong haitwam jiji lumpa. Nita poe tikitu. Dolpa da bongualea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chilamulane nindupobo. Wonga kumbis jang ba mulira. Ta kumjus tahmiki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Dolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Pamule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabes. Chi gratu loda pograshi onion kompa chintono muchuba. Loda dita kun. Ita patisa batua kachatu tonga. Pagrasha kon tichaka Chubakaha chopa chawachuish yunku. Jodo jitbungaranta. Tolpa da bonguale gandona kuchuchut. Kavadum kupilio botenya. Bonanai kuchu. Hawaga bosca chocola. Mucha panga. Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tongking ba nodek. Tuk nincha tukunne mule rabes. Tong abong sha umninang. Wanga kumbis keng balemuraya. Johnny yon tunchichi idadwana. Kavavolpa mulje gumana. We itanan dayata. Wata yuma wama huhu nandetek. Shatung ni patoga. Wano kuspe cheng palamule tonke. Tag bis tu ponko kokimak panka. Ting para chiska mule tunarana nu prata dunko sicha tuma wamama tus keva toma. Nisha julorcha kinkuno bulera chikun. Chanshak bulara umrao chiska duchi. On chubanjishka yanki titoke gratun kun chicha kun king kachachonobra. Bogra wala no tumba cha. Nechi chuna chubaching lordai itakun. We tam boragatong mulira siyang turong ni na potata tuangachun tise. Igruto haga jijiwa. Wata chuma wana hu wama hulhu natek. Chi gratu loda pograshi onion kompa chintono muchuba. Loda itakun. Ita patisa batua kachatutong. Pagrasha kon tijaka Chubakaha chopa chawachuish yunku. Jodo jidbungarantang. Muchashak pakat. Kieno no namapaole rachikun. Achuta. Wonga kun bis dolpi kikoyana. Dong patugas makdelia.
What? On it. It's open.
Yes?
Pudu. Tuniram Pudu. 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 Tunirama na praka donko searcha. Chupapanki.
Ready. On it. It's open.
Yes?
Uh-huh. On it.
Sure.
It's open.
People complain about the Sith, but this quarantine is good for all the businesses on Taris. Look at Javiar's...
Yes, what's on your mind? I guess I did say you could ask me questions later. Is this really necessary? Pretty snappy with the orders, are we? Okay, you got it. Sir, let me ask you something first, though. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened, from your perspective. Neither was I, to tell the truth. I was on board as an advisor for the most part. The battle began so fast it's anyone's guess as to what actually happened. We lost the ship and a lot of good cargo. What? In the hope that the Jedi powers would save us somehow? Not that Bastila had much of an opportunity to act. We didn't choose that battle anyway. It got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway? Not at all. I just think it's a bit odd that someone who got added to the crew roster at the last minute just happens to be one of the survivors. No? Well, maybe. Don't get me wrong, it just seems odd that someone Bastila's party specifically requested to transfer aboard happens to survive. The Jedi requested numerous things when they came on board. I mean, hell, they practically took over the ship, as far as I could tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably wrong, and this is probably nothing. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value ever, and I hate surprises. I mean, I have to expect the unexpected, just to be safe. Look, it has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone. I have my reasons. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things? All right. You're pretty damn tenacious. You know that? We'll talk about it, but later. Right now, I just want to get going.
Hello there. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kepler Yurt. Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Taris. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons, and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested. Anything I can do to help a potential customer out. What do you want to know? I heard a couple of pods crash down in the Undercity. I bet the crash sites have already been stripped clean by the Sith, though. Unless the swoop gangs or Davix men got there first. I don't have anything good to say about those swoop gangs. Zooming around on their swoop bikes, terrorizing the lower city like a bunch of animals. Things weren't so bad when the hidden Becks were running the show. But ever since the rise of the Black Vulcar gang, the lower city has been nothing short of a war zone. The Sith haven't even bothered trying to maintain order down there. And I heard a rumor that Davix's own people are having problems with the Black Vulcars now. Oh, Davix's a legitimate businessman, if you get my drift. Smuggling, slaving, extortion. They say he's a member of the Exchange, you know, the big intergalactic criminal organization.
I've heard of the Exchange. Bad organization to cross. But if anyone has blockade-breaking ships, however, it's them.
I have to pay him a protection fee every month, but it's reasonable. And I get most of my inventory through Davik and his suppliers. I'm just smart enough not to ask where it came from, you understand? Careful where you say that. Davik's got spies and agents everywhere. Besides, he's as much a part of Taris as the skyscrapers or the swoop gangs. Davik hates the Sith as much as anybody. The quarantine has put a real dent in his operations, too. But he's keeping a low profile as long as the occupation lasts. Davik stays out of the way, and the Sith don't bother him. The swoop gangs could learn a thing or two from this tidy little arrangement, instead of always going after each other. It's not smart to say bad things about the people in power, if you get my meaning. I just wish the Sith would ease up on the quarantine, though. They're killing my business. I can't say I like having them here in Upper City, but it could be worse, and we're still a lot better off than the Lower City, what with those swoop gangs and all. Good day to you, then. Remember to come back to my shop if you ever need any supplies.
I see from your appearance that you require healing. A terrible affliction has plagued Taris for many generations. It is spread by the rat ghouls, horrible monsters that live in the Undercity below Taris's great skyscrapers. Prolonged exposure to the Undercity breeds the disease, and those infected will eventually mutate into rat ghouls themselves, becoming mindless beasts that feed on the flesh of others. There is no antidote for the disease, though I heard the Republic scientists at the military base here on Taris were close to perfecting a cure. Then the Sith arrived. They overran the military base, and now they refuse to allow anyone access to the laboratories inside. The Sith are keeping all the serum for the patrols they send into the Undercity. If I could just get my hands on a sample of that serum, the rat ghoul disease could be wiped from the face of Taris forever. But I don't see how that's going to happen. I don't see how anyone could get their hands on that serum. The military base is crawling with Sith guards. Breaking in there would be a suicide mission. I suppose the Sith patrols in the Undercity might have a sample of the serum on them, if they hadn't already used it because of a rat ghoul infection. But I doubt a patrol would just hand the serum over. And nobody is stupid enough to attack one of the Sith patrols, even in the Undercity. Please, don't say that! If the Sith hear you, they might think I'm suggesting you start attacking their patrols. They could shut me down. I only mentioned the serum because you asked. I don't actually expect anyone to get me the serum. Now, is there anything else I can do for you? It will just take me a moment while I examine your injuries, and then I'll administer the proper treatment.
Psst, you there. Wait a minute. I need to talk to you about the rat ghoul serum. I've got an offer for you might want to hear. Zelka isn't the only one who wants to get his hands on the rat ghoul serum. Davik Kang will pay you 10 times what Zelka can if you can get the cure. Oh, come on. Everybody knows who Davik Kang is. He's the big boss around here. Gambling, smuggling, extortion. He's got a piece of all the action on Taris. Davik's interested in anything that can turn a profit. He could make a fortune selling the serum to anyone infected with the disease. Not like Zelka, who'll practically give it away. Look, Zelka can't afford to pay me much. If you sell the serum to Davik, I can probably get a nice finder's fee for directing you to him. Davik isn't the kind of guy you can just walk up to, you know. He likes to keep his business at arm's length. The best thing to do is to take the rat ghoul serum to Zax. He runs the lower city bounty office, but everyone knows he also works for Davik. He'll make it worth your while.
And then only the rich could afford the cure. Just let the poor suffer, right?
If you find the rat ghoul serum, just take it to Zax in the lower city bounty office. He works for Davik. He'll pay you what that cure is really worth.
On it.
What?
It's open.
What are you doing? Don't go in there. That door is for employees only. Nothing. This isn't your concern. Just forget you saw anything, okay? What? No, you don't tell the Sith, please. I can explain all this. Since the space battle overhead, people have been secretly bringing in these Republic soldiers who crash-landed on the planet. I had to take them in. What choice did I have? Their injuries are terrible. Most won't survive. But at least I can make their last days more comfortable. And at least here they're hidden away from the Sith.
Well, for that you have my thanks. It's good to know that at least some of these men ended up in compassionate hands.
I hate to imagine what the Sith would do if they discovered these soldiers here. But since their initial questioning, the Sith have not returned, so it may be my fears are unfounded.
No, it's not. The Sith would torture men like these or worse, and you're not threatening this man while I'm present.
Fine. Take these credits to seal your tongue, then leave this place. I don't want to have anything to do with a monster like you.
Well, I understand some extra credits might help us in our mission, but I don't approve of your methods. Zelka's a good man. You shouldn't have done that.
You've got your credits. Now please show yourself out. You're no longer welcome here.
I heard there's a swoop gang war in the lower city. They say you can get...
Davik says you missed your last payment.
Here, I've got 50 credits, a down payment. That should buy me some time, right?
Sorry, you're out of time. Now it's all or nothing. Davik can't have people not paying his debts.
But I don't have that much. How can I give you credits I don't have? No! Help! Somebody help! They're going to kill me!
I know we have to be careful about drawing attention to ourselves, but are we gonna just let them drag this guy off?
Hold on a second. Looks like we got ourselves a witness here.
I owe you my life. Those bounty hunters are going to take me away and kill me. I warned me not to take a loan from Davik. Now I can't pay him back. It's not good to owe a crime lord money. He'll just keep sending more bounty hunters after me till I'm dead.
Are you joking? You don't need this guy's credits. Just go on. We were happy to help.
I'm getting out of here before any more of Davik's goons show up. You should do the same.
I wonder if any of those Republic space pods survived crash landing in the Undercity.
Ready? On it. It's open.
Yes?
Please don't hurt me. You don't have to kill me. I'll have Davik's money if he just gives me a little more time. Please. I don't want to die. Here, I've got 50 credits on me. That's all I've got. It's yours. Just don't tell Davik where I'm hiding, okay? I'm begging you. You mean you're not here to kill me? But I thought you were one of Davik's bounty hunters. If you're not here to kill me, what do you want? I knew you were here to kill me. Well, I won't go down without a fight.
That hurt, I bet.
Yes, what's on your mind?
You got it.
Taris used to be a nice place before the Sith showed up and started bossing us around.
Just move along. There's nothing to see here. Where did you hide those Sith uniforms? Did you sell them to the Tarisian underground? Start talking. I want answers.
He offered to. He entered it out. And ready good. And he behind Borugia. And now for the Gufta.
You're a little too curious for your own good, civilian. This doesn't concern you.
I know all about Sith interrogations. This isn't going
I'm getting sick of your lies, you alien scum. We've got your ugly mug and a security tape from the base. Start talking before I splatter your slimy brains all over this room. Uh-oh. I think the commander's losing his temper. I'm glad I'm out of here. It took me an hour to clean the bloodstains from my uniform after the last interrogation. Smart move. This is your last chance. Where did you hide those uniforms you stole?
Unasta sierpa, ustakel kis. Hier fare Luisa Rufine Annevat.
Get in here. Search the room. I know those uniforms are in here somewhere. What do you want, civilian? Do you have any information about the missing Sith uniforms? Make it quick. You're awfully curious about this. Maybe a little too curious. I think you know more about those missing uniforms than you're saying. A threat? I knew you were a spy.
Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
On it.
It's open.
Yes?
You ain't supposed to be here. This ain't your—
Don't hurt, don't hurt my
I remember when a person didn't have to worry about thieves rummaging through.
What is this planet coming to, huh? Slummy's just walking around the upper city.
Shouldn't you go to the lower cities where you belong, Slummy?
This is rich.
Yeah, like he said, these streets are for upper city citizens. You better get out of the way if you know what's good for you. Hey, this Schlummy's got a mouth.
Oh, great. We're fighting the drunks, are we? And do they stink?
You talk big, Schlummy. Maybe you should show us a little more respect.
Time to teach you a lesson, Schlummy. Maybe you'll think twice about coming up into our turf.
Kin kun shi kaikachin awana wamata. Nishi la chorga kin kun pala monareji. Ching pala niska mule tun ratatigin podranko. Desarcha doma wana kondatama. We timem bon rank thong. Mule ra on shaturing ni patoga wanga chonzi tse. Ika krotu haku jije. Watu yama kama wuna henak nek. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Kin ba mule ra dwana. Dong kin ba no kudnok nek. Kava numpa kumpialia monokata. Ranga kun bis kin no moruat. Kakin chana guana pokon.
You'd think people would be a little more tolerant of others in this day and age. I guess stupidity and ignorance will never go out of style.
Genchopa chawi tikchok twis yun kun. Watu yama kama wuna henak nek. Bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa. Dong abuk shami nonok. Chinapala mule. Dong ki ba non tontek. Duni chachon kun ne mule brabast. Kin kun shi kaikachin awana wamata. Nishi la chorga kin kun pala monareji. Ching pala niska mule tun ratatigin podranko. Desarcha doma wana kondatama. Kuyami jvuk chikchita na patogta. Yafulke gogala jiji. Ka wana bora atugawa. Kanki do rakun watimi alabola. Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. Wana kumbes chi pala mulek. Tong ki pa nagnonek. Tu nikton chun ke nemolek rabest. Uf mala nibo kurk. Bona na kachu. Kicha badwang. Wanga kum kiba bu mulera kakin chak nawa gawa bakon. Donk kiba nukunek. Tanga boksha nak nong. Mucho shakapaka. Yi ki kun no ba muladra ki chichon. Tanga bunshan nong. Wanga kun bis kin ba mularak. Choni yun tun jiji either dwana. Kava vulpa mulji gumana. Tangabun shan nong. Wanga kun bis kin ba mularak. Choni yun tun jiji either dwana. Kava vulpa mulji gumana. Kin kun shi kaikachin awana wamata. Nishi la chorga kin kun pala monareji. Ching pala niska mule tun ratatigin podranko. Desarcha doma wana kondatama. Kuyami jvuk chikchita na patogta. Yafulke gogala jiji. Ka wana bora atugawa. Kanki do rakun watimi alabola. Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. Wana kumbes chi pala mulek. Tong ki pa nagnonek. Tu nikton chun ke nemolek rabest. Uf mala nibo kurk. We timem bon rank thong. Mule ra on shaturing ni patoga wanga chonzi tse. Ika krotu haku jije. Watu yama kama wuna henak nek. Haku jikopa. Jino mula rak kampiak. Slimjo puan wandwana. Rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny Ku. Yumawama nibo lora waisha waga shichi. Rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny Ku. Yumawama nibo lora waisha waga shichi. Wanna chick yummy? Wanna vota kunti tariti? Chintoma tunka kola yametua. Na kanki chiki nai potoka. No manapota. Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. Wanakumbes chi pala mulek. Tonki pa nagnonek. Tu nikton chun ke nemolek rabest. Ufmala nibokurk. Kipuna na bon sha. Kavadumpa kupaliaya mokapata. Watawama muliri kin kun chopeshwa no bamule raji. Jone yuturi yanchi either bola unchi chinek bah mulir selima wanga kun bikin. China pala mule tonki ba non tontek. Dunni chachon kun ne mule rabast. Rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny Ku, Yumawama nibo Lora Waisha Waga Shichi.
Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
The evil walks among us. The enemy is here! We must act now before we are overrun with the vermin invaders! Friends and fellow humans, I bring you a warning of a great plague spreading across our planet. Please, listen to me. My name is Carth Onasi. Will you join my cause? We must band together if we are to stop the spread of vermin and scum throughout Taris. I am speaking of the hideous-looking aliens who walk the world of Taris. The Wookiees and Ithorians and Rhodians and Bith, all of them! Listen, friend, for these are dark times. That is why I, Carth Onasi, have formed the Anti-Alien League. The time has come for action. We cannot sit idly by while aliens blight our glorious planet. Yes, my fellow human, you have seen the light. Carth Onasi has marked your face. I will remember you when the time to destroy the aliens and the alien lovers is upon us. For now, stay vigilant, be ready, trust no one. I will find you when the day of reckoning is upon us, and together we will rid beautiful Taris of these alien species. A plague spreads through our streets. We cannot sit down.
This elevator is off limits. Only Sith patrols and those with proper authorization are allowed into the lower city. It's obvious from the way you're dressed that you're not one of the Sith patrols, so unless you have the authorization papers, you must move along. If you were supposed to have them, you'd know where to get them. Now quit wasting my time and move along. I'm not here to give you information. I work for the Sith, not the Taris Tourist Board. Now just move along, unless you have the proper authorization papers. Another patrol heading down to the lower city, eh? Well, good luck. I've heard it's pretty rough down there. There's a big swoop gang war going on, you know. You better watch yourself. Those gangs will take a shot at anyone, even us. It's too bad we don't have the manpower just to sweep those slums clean.
Uh-huh.
Garadumpa kunpa yiya mokapata. Nanay kachu. Ginkin kuno ba mulirachi kun tong na punsha nyunyan. Kabang mulchi kabana.
Ichuta, yun patisa, imba ni chalora kun.
Kipuna, Gabatumpa kulpa yiya mokapata. Chiyoka kutumpa kulpa yiya.
Yes?
That hurt, I bet.
Down you go!
Uh-huh.
Yes?
You asked for this!
Oh! That hurt, I bet.
Sure.
Yes, what's on your mind? You do? Well, fair enough. What do you want to discuss? I knew you wouldn't understand where I was coming from. Let me try and explain. You got the skills of an elite commando, and you saved my butt more than once. Between that and your facility with languages, I'm lucky you're here. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop watching you being wary. I'm just not built that way. Period. I don't know that yet. Like I said before, it's probably nothing, but I've been betrayed by people before, and well, it won't happen again. That's all. Look, I'm not trying to insult you. This is just the way I am. No need to take it personally. Me? I don't remember ever saying anything about a traitor. All I mean is that if you're smart, you won't trust anyone. Not me, not Bastila, and especially not yourself. I don't need to be analyzed, thanks. Can we just get back to business? It's not what I want. I have a duty, and I intend to see it through. The galaxy is in danger, and I want to save it. That's what I want. Why is whether or not I trust you, or anyone, so damned important to you? Why do you even care? We don't have time for this, so can we please just drop it for now? Can we pick it up later if you really must? I want to get underway.
Kawana bota ayuat, tagwa tanki bora, la boda ni unkis maktoma. Kawana bota ayuat, tagwa kankibora. Topata mong walya gando na nago chutut. Pamulit babot. Kawana bota ayuat, tagwa kankibora. Topata mong walya gando na nago chutut. Raboda ni.
Ready?
What?
What?
Yes?
Ready? Ready? On it. It's open.
Kipuna! Kavatumpa kulpalyiya moka paata! Chiyoka kutumpa kulpalyiya! Kipuna! Kavatumpa kulpalyiya moka paata! Chiyoka kutumpa kulpalyiya! Achuta! Wanga kun pistol piking kunyana, tong patogas magdelia. Kavatumpa kun palyiya moka paata! Punanay kachu! Yinkin kuno ba mulirachi kun, tong nabunsha nyunyang. Kavavol pamulchi kamana.